Here we go. At the top of the class on the road. And it's time to run it up. Yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the packet to the floor. And on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command line. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like no on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string. You ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we're coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go. At the top of the class on the road. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the packet to the floor. Hey, on the road, here we go, here we go.
What is up, everybody? You know, I always start these shows by showing love to those companies who help make this show possible. Guys, first and foremost is my friends over at House Call Pro. Any of you out there, especially if you're in that $5 million and under revenue, you don't have to go broke trying to be efficient with a CRM that's going to give you all the information to be able to run a successful business on the back end, as well as give your technicians all the feature rich stuff that they need in the field to be able to do what you're asking them to do. I have been the biggest critic of House Call Pro. They know this. Um, and all, like I said, all they did was prove me wrong. I think House Call Pro is the best bang for your buck in that market. They give you all of the stuff that you need to run a healthy, successful business without breaking the bank of a company. Some of these CRMs that are out there, are they great? Yeah, they're nice, but they cost a shit ton of money. Whereas House Call Pro is going to give you all the features that you need for a fair price. It's not going to break the bank. And it's one of the things that I love, especially all the things that they are adding. Their pipeline, it's hard to explain if you've never seen it, but the pipeline is automation built in that if you take a job and you put it into the needs to be invoiced category, it's going to sit there and alert the person who needs to take care of that. If there's a problem job and you put it into the problem job, whoever you have set up that needs to deal with that, whether it's the service manager, the operations manager, whoever deals with that, they're going to get a notification saying, hey, you need to deal with this. And there's a whole bunch of different categories inside of that pipeline. Needs to be scheduled, install, all that kind of stuff. It's absolutely amazing. And you can decide where you want what to go as it goes into each bucket, so to speak. So with that being said, I think House Call Pro is adding new features. It's been absolutely amazing. Any of you out there that if you are looking to add a CRM, go check out my friends over at House Call Pro. If you use my code, so it's pretty much literally going to be, they have changed it, but both of them still work. So if you just do housecallpro.com/HVAC Uncensored, it will get you there. They're going to give you a free 14-day trial to be able to check it out, see if you like it, ask questions. Then they're going to give you 50% off your first 2 months if you decide to go for being a part of HVAC Uncensored Nation. And they're going to give you a team, an onboarding team that's going to help you get up and running, all your stuff onboarded, your pricing, all the people on there. They are going to get all of that set up. They're going to help you. And then you can also join the House Call Pro Facebook group, where Mr. Roland, founder of it, is going to be on there answering questions, giving you access so that you can ask questions to other people, you can learn, and give your feedback on adding new things to House Call Pro. It's one thing I give to them. They listen to their users more than a lot of companies that I've seen, and they're adding what people are asking, which is absolutely amazing. All right. So with that being said, remember, work simpler, grow smarter. House Call Pro. Next. Oh, next. There we go. Is going to be a shout out to my buddy, Mr. Ben Poole over at HVAC Tactical. Like I always say, it's not just clothing, it is a movement. That's what HVAC Tactical Experience is. And I am honored to be a part of it, as well as all the amazing other blue collar people that are in this. Not only, so this is what I tell people: when you buy his merchandise and you support it, you are supporting that movement. That's why I tell people. That's why you see me. I'm wearing HVAC tactical gear right now. Not only because he's my friend, but it's because I support the movement that's happening, and that is the huge part. It's started with all this, then it goes to the tactical awards and all that kind of stuff. But support your fellow tradesmen, support the movement. Go get yourself a hat, a shirt. It's some of the best merchandise in the business, hands down. Ben's quality control is bar none. I don't know if it's still active, so I don't want to lie to you. But if you use the discount code HVAC Uncensored, no spaces, you can get 20% off. And I'm pretty sure it's just for merchandise. Anything you want to get through HVAC Tactical. I haven't heard from Ben whether he took it down or not. It may be gone. I'm not sure. But rush over there if you want to get something to rock this summer. Get yourself a hat, a couple of shirts, whatever it may be. Sweatshirts. You don't need sweatshirts now. But all of that gear is amazing. Try the discount code HVAC Uncensored. No spaces, sorry, and save 20%. All right? Let's get on to the show. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless the United States, and thank you to all those men and women who defend it.
Welcome to the #1 rated HVAC podcast. If you're looking to grow in the HVAC industry, then you're in the right spot. Blue collar people talking about blue collar shit. Let's get better together. So turn up the volume, buckle your seatbelt, and let's welcome your host, Gil KV Jr.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the HVAC Uncensored Podcast. I am your host, Gil KV Jr. Here we are, another Wednesday, another hump day, and another amazing show for you. Got my shadow down here, Miss Sophia. She wants to hang out, so I told her she's more than welcome. So that's why I got one ear open, because she keeps wanting to talk to me in the middle of doing stuff. But I hope everybody is having an awesome night tonight. This is a show where it's going to be just me, man. And you guys know how it goes. I look forward to these shows sometimes. I love having guests. I am grateful for all the amazing people that I've been able to talk to and have as guests over the years. But sometimes I love these shows where it's just me. I get to just bullshit with you guys and talk about some things, and sometimes they're fun, and it really is. And I'll announce something else here soon as far as what about the live streams and stuff like that. But let's say hello to some people out there. Mr. Nasty HVACR was the first one in here today trying to you know, take Freon Leon and Sam. All my ship station stuff came. Your guys' boxed up stuff is boxed up, and the labels are printed out, and they're gonna come get it. So you guys should have your bags. I would say sometime within the next week, because the weekend's happening. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna pick it up either tomorrow or the next day. And I forget how my wife did it, but it'll come through the post office, and it's priority shipping or whatever it is. So your guys' stuff is ready to go, just so you know. Trying to get all that stuff set up out here, having a whole shipping thing to try to get all that stuff down pat so that I can try to be better moving forward. But yeah, Mr. Sam Andrew, Mr. East Coast. Let's see. Mr. D Fried Commercial Kitchen. What's up? What's up? Say hello to everyone. Mr. Rookie, what is up, my brother? Mr. Jason Johnson, what is up, man? My brothers. Ah, Miss HVAC install her. Hello, Miss Rachel. How are you, ma'am? Let's see. Make sure I'm not Mr. HVAC obsessed. What is up? What's up? Mr. James Alul. What is up, my man? Mr. Zeke Warner. What is up, brother? I had lunch with Mr. Zeke today. It was awesome hanging out with Zeke. East Coast. What is up? What is up? Why do I feel like I'm missing somebody? Oh, Mr. Brian Sanders. And if I miss somebody, I apologize. Just put your name. I'll make sure I shout you out. But so for you guys, the questions about if I'm going to go back to Beltway, not right now. To say that I would never go back there, that would be a lie. Um, but I have other plans right now, man. I wouldn't have walked away just to turn around and go right back. But shout out to Sophia. Yes, my little baby girl, Sophia. This is my youngest of four. So, oh, Mr. Steve, everything HVACR. What's up, man? I almost forgot you. What'd you say, baby? Yeah, she said she sometimes watches my videos. She said sometimes I have to watch it with the sound off because Daddy uses bad words. It happens. I'm sorry. Uh, anyway, the topic that I really wanted to get into tonight, and I would love to know how some of you feel in the chat when I get onto this, is how we regard ourselves in the trades. I think that most of us in here and a lot of the people that you see on Instagram and social media, a lot of the big players feel this way, that they value what we do, that they're happy to represent the trade that they work in. And I say trades in general, whether you're a plumber, electrician, doesn't matter, all of the trades. But think about this. I have always considered HVAC as my career. It is what I chose to do. It's my career. I hold myself to a high regard because I try to do the very best that I can do. And I know that people out in the world, they can't live without the trades. All right. People need their electricity. They need got to go to the bathroom, need to shower. They don't need to, they should shower. And they need heating and cooling. So what we do is important. After COVID, that shows we were essential workers, just like a lot of other people. But the sad part is more than half of our industry considers this a job. All right. I want you to think about that. They consider what we do, it's just a job. It's just a means to get a paycheck at the end of the week. And I'm not saying they're wrong, but the problem lies in that is more than half of our trade thinks like that. But then we get angry when a homeowner says, oh, well, why do you charge that much? That only costs this. Oh, that's too expensive. I can do it cheaper. We get angry when people devalue what we do, but then half the people in our industry are doing the same thing. Until us as a whole hold ourselves to a high regard, we can't be mad when customers don't do it either. And that's whether it's a homeowner, the manager of a store, whatever it may be. That's why they start to bitch you down and start, oh, that's too expensive. I can't pay that. It's not worth that. Says who? Do you understand what I mean? Says who? And I feel like until we as a whole, at least, and I could be wrong. Me right now, I feel like there is more people that devalue the trade in it than value it. Even though all the stuff you see on social media and the people loving it, which I do love seeing a lot of the younger cats coming in, that does make me extremely happy. But I do feel like until we get 60, 75% of the people in, and let's just use HVAC for what we all do, feel like this is a career and they're happy, you're excited about what they do. I don't think a lot of those things are going to change. That's just me being honest. And I'm proud of what I do. I'm proud to tell people what I do. I love being a tradesman. I love being blue collar. It's in my blood. What are we bullshitting in here? I fart A3 gas. Well, exactly, Jason. And that's the way people should feel. And I know that we all joke around and we play and stuff like that, but most of us in here, we do our best when we do something. All right. We try to be the upper echelon of what we do. And I'm not saying we're perfect. None of us are perfect. Everybody has bad days. But these people that run around that have no work ethic, they have no morals, and they have no integrity. Okay. And integrity is what you do when nobody is watching. Those people that are in there being shysters and shitbags, they're the ones that are bringing it down. We have to hold ourselves to a higher regard. Um, the other thing that I hate, I think that is big in our industry is fucking ignorance. Something new happens. Like, let's be honest, inverter technology. I get so sick and tired of seeing the people, and they're in my Facebook group. I see them all the time, and I just stop doing the conversations because it gives me a fucking headache. I would never sell that inverter shit, man. As long I'll give them like a 16 seer 2 stage. That's all they need. What? First of all, who the fuck are you to decide what the customer needs? Okay. We're supposed to present options to the customer and then they decide what they want. But I got news for people, man. Inverter technology is not going away. It's not going away. It is the future of what we do, and you either get in line or fall out. That's going to be as simple as what it is, especially in the residential market, slowly into HVAC. Everything is going to be some form of inverter technology, whether we like it or not. Like a lot of us don't like the whole refrigerant change. It doesn't matter what we like. It's gonna come regardless. So you got to fall in line and just figure it the fuck out. We've dealt with these refrigerant before. This whole changing, 12 to 22, 22 to 410, 410 to R54B or R5454B or R32. There's going to be constant evolving. It's going to keep going. And there's not a fucking thing we can deal with it. I mean, there's not a fucking thing we can do about it. So just deal with it. Yes, leaving money on the tape. Mr. Adrian, what is up, my man? I saw that you hopped in here. Let's see what Mr. Freya says. They push high SEER, but no actual verified and confirmed SEER rating after install. Because the SEER rating doesn't fucking matter. And let's just be honest when I say this. The SEER, the seasonal energy efficiency rating or ratio, however people do it. Okay. So if somebody buys a 25 SEER system, what does that mean? Does that mean that every time that unit turns on, that it's operating at 25 SEER? No. Okay. What that means is over that seasonal energy efficiency rating, meaning over a full season, it's going to get 25 SEER. All right. And I was just basing off your question, Leon. I wasn't trying to pick at you, buddy. I have had inverters in several of my houses. I have an inverter here now. Inverter technology, what makes it so amazing is a lot of us, the ignorance that we don't know is people are going out telling customers that Exactly, if installed correctly. But to be honest, that's any piece of equipment. I don't care if you're putting in 14 SEER junk. It's not going to work right if it's not installed properly. So that's kind of goes with everything. But when it comes to the inverter stuff, you should not be offering it to customers based on energy efficiency, energy savings. Your bill's going to be cheaper. Because guess what? You're lying to them because you don't know the answer to that. And that's just the truth. I've seen it. If you sell to somebody based on energy efficiency and they get that first fucking bill and they see, oh, this is only $20 less than what I was paying before. This isn't energy efficient. Well, you also don't know. Did they have it set at 70 when it was 100 degrees outside? Because that inverter can do that. Okay, well, that's why you didn't save any money because what you had it set for. All right. I want you guys to think about it like this: there's comfort and there's efficiency. All right. It's as comfort goes up, efficiency goes down. As efficiency goes up, comfort goes down. That's how it works. They can't both go up at the same time. And I just feel like a lot of this stuff that's out there is because people just don't know how this shit works. And then they make half cocked comments. I've been there. Trust me, I've been there and said it when some of this stuff first came out. I'm like, it's bullshit. You don't need it. And then I admitted I was wrong. Um, inverter technology, almost all the ductless systems we see that are over, almost all the ones we see out now at all, especially coming from Europe and Asia and all those kind of places. It's all inverter technology. Inverter technology is going to be the future. All right, that's all that I want to say. And also the other side of it is do not be afraid to work on them. All right, yeah, there's some things that can go wrong that you have to learn how to do stuff with them, but they're not hard. Everybody gets worried about that inverter board. Get inputs, outputs. It's all it is. Inputs, outputs. All right. If you have your 240 AC input, you should have your DC voltage output. If you don't, then that part is bad. It's that simple. You're right, Jason. It's not that difficult, but I feel like a lot of people make it more difficult than it is. Um, oh, you retracted. You think it's difficult now? It's an Exactly. It's variable frequency drive. That's all it is. Power surges do affect it, but this is something that I learned that I'll pass this on. When it comes to inverter technology, and I was always told this, is every time you install an inverter, you should put on what? Surge protectors, Freon. Yes. What if I told you that's not 100% the case? And I admit I was wrong with this as well. Not saying surge protectors won't help it, because any kind of boards nowadays, a lot of times dirty power or surges are the issue. But there's an issue that's even bigger than that one. And I did this off of researching, talking to some tech support friends, so I learned something as well. But above surges, there's another problem. And I'm curious, I'm going to give you guys a second to see if somebody else can put it in here. Still has something to do with power, but it's not a surge protector. No? AC bus and capacitors. Let's see what Jason says. Inverter, rectify AC to DC. DC bus with capacitors to smooth out to a ripple voltage. Let's see. DC voltage goes to IGBTs. Yep, done. Gil farts. um, Brownout is one. No, it is over voltage or under voltage. Okay, so normally we should be no lower than bad voltage. Everything said. So Steve said it. Everything HVACR. You should not be below 197, and I think it's above like 254, 256. That is the problem. Is a lot of times people, especially in rural areas, exactly, Steve, over and under is going to be the problem. That voltage is going to spike up and down, and that's what's going to take out that inverter board. That's what's going to take something out. Yeah, 197 to 2. I knew it was 190 something to 250. But that is the problem. So a lot of times on inverters, you should let me see if I can find the actual one. A phase monitor. One that is going to be able to take over voltage and under voltage. You learning something down there, Chica? Yeah? You gonna fix air conditioners when you get older? No? That's okay. Your husband will. He'll work for daddy. Um, let's see here. What am I looking for? I want to say it's an ICM voltage monitor. Let's see. Voltage monitor. Yeah, I want to say the one that I saw was made by ICM. Is this one it? Yeah, it's all right, but you guys get what I'm saying. Matter of fact, let me close this giant screen. Man, I made some hot wings tonight, and I can still taste it. But huh? Oh, I need a drink. Oh, okay. Thank you, honey. Sorry, my assistant said I need to take a drink. Okay. All right. Sorry. Got to listen to the boss down here. She says take a drink. You got to take a drink. What? Kind of in the middle of the show. All right. Jesus, woman. No, they can't hear you. Um, but yeah, so just something to think about. Not that surge protectors are not going to help it, but those phage monitors are what is going to help it more and going to eliminate more problems. So if any of you out there are putting in um, inverter technology, that is something that I think that you should think about. And I've heard that from some people that are way smarter than I am. Replace the fuses with cut copper. Been there, done that. You know, Um, one thing that I do think that has gotten better with the industry, like I do love seeing on social media a lot of younger guys. And when I say younger, I mean like, you know, late teens, like fresh out of high school, early 20s that have passion to do things the right way. That they are doing social media. And if social media helps that, whether it's TikTok or Instagram, and that makes them want to show their work and show what they're doing and be proud of it, I think that's a good thing that is only going to help our industry. We need a good young crop of people to come in. We're like that team, that professional team that's had a horrible fucking draft for like 15 years. We've had the first round pick for 15 years and we still fucking suck. That's pretty much where our trade has been, but I do feel like it's starting to move in the right direction. I feel like we're far away, but we're still moving in the right direction. At least that's my opinion. I'm curious to see what a lot of you think in here about what you think we are or what you see and how you feel. Yeah, you're right, Rookie. We do need young people. And I also think that it's getting better as far as like I remember when I first got into the trade. So anybody that's been in 15 plus years, I'm what 20 something going on 20 something years in the industry now. And granted it was my dad and people who knew my dad, but they were not afraid to show you things. By them making you better made their job easier. So they were all about showing you. Granted they taught you the hard way. They wanted to make sure you learned things the right way. But I love it. I'd go back and do that fucking every single day. And then I feel like when we got a shortage, all of a sudden a shortage of people is what I mean, is a bunch of techs out there started hoarding their knowledge because they felt like helping somebody else was going to hurt them, which is fucking stupid. It's a stupid idea. Whoever's the first person to have that should punch themselves in the nuts because it's stupid. And let's see. Well, exactly, Rachel. And she's perfect, and she says, and we and we can stop hating on them and start teaching them. Amen. Give back to the industry. If you really give a shit about this trade and you're halfway decent at it, I'm not saying you got to be cream of the crop, but you can carry a tune, you can go run service calls, you can install units. You know enough. You know more than the average person. Give back to somebody. Whether they're, and I'm not saying start social media and start making videos about what you do, but help the people that you work with. Hey, man, I saw that you did this, or hey, have you ever thought about trying like this? This is a little bit easier. You make sure it's level and it's straight, and try doing it this way. Whatever it may be, just give back to somebody. And the more that you do that, you're going to find out that you're going to be better. I promise you, you're going to be better. I've made my fucking career doing that. And I do agree that, the younger generation is different. I'll say that. They are different, but there is some good ones out there, man. It's like anything, you got to weed through them. Like that's one thing about me, and I won't sit there and preach it. You guys know my story. Any of you been following me, But I will never sit around to wait for something to come to me ever. If I want something, guess what? I'm gonna go fucking get it. And I think everybody should live their life that way. And if you don't, then don't be mad when you don't get what you want. It's not the world's fault or his fault or her fault, your wife's fault, your husband's fault, your neighbor's fault that you don't get what you want. Zeke has a good point. I love what Zeke just said. Me and Zeke have talked about this face to face, where he says, Jason, they are motivated by time off, not money. And I want you to think about this. So, like talking to my son, especially the way that the economy is right now, most of them don't think that they're ever going to be able to afford a house like their parents. They don't think that Social Security is going to be around when they go to retire. They were told to do all these, go to college and do all these jobs, and they're finding they can't get degrees in what they were told. And they were trying to do what society told them to do. Do I think that some of them are babied and they're a little soft? Yeah, they are. But they'll figure it out, because if you don't figure it the fuck out, the world will eat you up and spit you out. And that's why I'm hard on my children, because I tell them the world does not give a fuck about their problems. So I try to be hard on them because I want them to be successful. I want them, you know, it, I want them to know that life's going to hit them. And it kind of goes back to the last Rocky movie when he says it's not about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. All right? Take a punch and get back up and be able to keep moving. Yeah, no, I hate that too when they're on their phones. I like when I'm with somebody younger who's asking questions. Hey, how did you do that? Like, or how does that work? I like when they ask those questions because it means that the gears are kicking, and that they give a shit. But the thing is, a lot of them is they're gonna live in their parents' house, until they can't anymore. So they're not financially driven, but they wanna take time off. Yeah, if you make any social media posts, it's kind of hard to bitch about, having your phone out and taking videos. Let's see. That's awesome, Jason. Real fast so we can, yeah, do as I say, not as I do. Exactly. It's exactly. Do as I say, not as I do. I tell my kids that all the time. Um, what? Oh, we have the other one. Miss Riley's in here now as well. It's fine. You don't got to worry about the door. Nobody's out there. It's okay. Okay, thanks. That was nice and loud. She's just sitting there. I'm trying to record. Can you shut your face, please? Shut your mouth. This is Miss Riley. This is my oldest daughter right here.
You're not Riley.
You've already been in here, Goober. Why is that camera? Yeah, hold on. You got to move because the camera is now trying to find you guys. So, baby, I got to make sure the camera stays on me. What do you mean, what camera? The one that the people see me on, goofball. Um. All right, girls. Hey, shh, 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 shh. Daddy's in the middle of a show. Um. So this Saturday, I think I'm gonna do it at 7:30 or 8. I'll put it out. So this Saturday, I'm gonna do the first live stream, so everybody knows. It's an attention hog. Yeah, that's me. Hey, if you guys want to sit here and stare at my daughters, you fucking pedophiles, you're more than welcome, Scott. Just kidding. Nah, my girls know they can come down here, especially when it's just me. When I have a guest and stuff like that, sometimes it's a little bit different, but I don't care.
She just licked my arm.
Yeah,
Ew.
silly girls. Miss Sophia lost all of her 2 front teeth, so now she's
Gone.
yeah.
I saw them.
Yeah.
I saw this one, and is in 180 days.
Oh yeah.
December 16th. My birthday is in 18 days.
All right, all right. Shh, come on. Let Daddy finish the show. Anyway, thank you guys for letting me do that. But yeah, this Saturday, I'm gonna start doing the let's see. What's the tooth fairy fed up to? Yeah, let's just say the tooth fairy around here has got to work a part-time job because the way these two are losing teeth. Um accessory to pedophile. uh um shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yes, this weekend I am gonna do the first live stream. So I'm thinking to do it 7:30 or 8. I'm not exactly sure what time, but I'm gonna do it before the misfits of HVAC. So before Jen and Ryan go on, and for right now, let me ask you all this: would you rather me do a live stream after them, after their show, or before? So would you rather have a build up going into Misfits if you guys watch them, or would you rather have like on the late night tip? You guys ask me. It doesn't matter. I mean, you guys tell me. It doesn't matter to me. But I definitely want to get one of the live streams. People can call in. They can hop in live. Whatever you want. Before, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Jason. Before, oh, after, I get a bunch of afters. I'm old. I feel you, bro. After.
So I'm not sure that.
Damn. Jason, I'm sorry, brother. Everybody's Brian said I'm older than you. All right, so I guess I'll do it after. So this week I will do it. And we'll flip back and forth, man. I want to do this to hang out with you guys. I know every Wednesday it's not like this where I get to talk directly to all of you because I have a guest. I have some awesome guests lined up. I cleared a bunch of people. There were some of them that I was like, I don't want to do this show, so I just canceled on them. But this Saturday, the first one I will do after the Misfits. So as soon as they're done, I will go live. I'll set a kind of like this. I'll put the show out so you guys can click on it and set a reminder and all that kind of stuff, and it'll be just like the podcast is. It'll be on YouTube or on Facebook if need be. But I always say that YouTube is going to be the best kind of platform as far as enjoyment to watch it, as far as I'm concerned. What in the hell are you doing down there?
Daddy.
Yes, honey.
Someone said go back to school. It's summer break.
No, well, they're not all talking to you. That's the chat. They're talking to different people, so they're not all talking to you. Sometimes they're talking to each other. Be careful in the chat. They think they're taking shots at them. I'm kind of curious now. Everybody, put how old you are. I'm curious. Most of you know how old I am, but
21.
yep, over 50. Yeah, rookies, old ass. Let's see, 53, 32. Leon, you're a baby. 32. I wish I was 32 again. 63. Damn, Neil, I didn't know you were 63, man. Mr. Zeke, 55. The sad part is you can start getting like, when you're in your 20s and somebody says they're 60, you're like, oh man, they're fucking old. But when you're in your 40s, you're like, 60's not that far away. East Coast is 61. Damn, really? Another year, Scott. I don't need adult diapers. Well, technically, I've stayed in a hotel with him a couple of times at AHR. He already needs them. Let's see, 35, 45, 37, Mr. 54. Might act like I'm 16. It's funny, though. If any of you ever meet Rookie in person, he does not look his age. He really does not. Like when I hang out with Scott, I think that we're the same age. So I do give that to Scott that he doesn't look like he's that. I was just giving you love, man. Then you're gonna give me an F off comment.
But they're much older than me. I'm only 8 years old.
Yeah.
Big people, Riley.
Yes, they're big people. That's what you call them, big people.
They're grown up.
Yes, they're grown ups.
Oh my god. A lot of comments.
Yeah, I figured that's what it was. That's why I was saying, man, I was showing you love and you were flipping me off. I have to have a little bit of facial hair, man. I'm like a pedophile without facial hair. I have boots older than Riley.
Wait, what is that?
Somebody said they have boots older than you.
Well, I'm only 6 years old.
Yeah, well, you'll be 7 next month.
Yeah.
Hey, be careful. Don't be going under the desk because I got all my wires neatened up. But I still don't want you to fall into anything.
Touch me. I only touch you.
Let me ask you this, man. Most of you guys are all friends. You're here every week, and you guys know what's going on. And I want you guys to be brutally honest with me. I respect all your opinions. Something that I'm thinking about doing is you guys know that I love to help people, and I'm fine with the coaching part. Let me see. Hold on. That's funny. Yeah, yep. Mr. Bryan said, hello, Scott. I have underwear older than Riley. All right, come on, relax, guys. Watch out behind you. I got this. Come on.
Say my name.
Yeah.
Say my name.
All right, shh. Please relax, okay? I gotta get this. I said you guys can come in, but I gotta do the show, okay? Yes, guns. Shut up, rookie. But so I am taking the podcast to the next level as far as putting videos out and YouTube. So you guys will see in the next couple of weeks, you're going to see more shorts coming out for me. You're going to see more videos coming out for me covering different topics. Obviously, any of you leave a comment on different videos you'd like to see me to make. I'd be more than happy to do that. You know that. But the other thing is, I am going to start doing some coaching. I'm only going to do businesses probably under 5 million. That's where I think that my strong suit is. And I think I can help people bigger, but I feel like there's other people better than me. So I am going to start help coaching some different people. And I also want to do some things that I want to help some technicians. So I'm figuring out how I'm trying to do it through my website or through whatever. But I'm going to start having little, I don't want to say mastermind meetings, but little meetings between them where I'm going to meet with groups of people and try to help answer their questions. And then I'm also going to have it where I'm going to give access to like one-on-ones. Well, I'll be able to talk to a technician. They can tell me what they're doing. They can tell me their numbers. I can help them technically. I can help them as far as presentation. I want to see blue collar men and women out there making a good living. And I know that that can happen. I did it myself. I see a lot of my friends do it. A lot of people that have worked for me, I've seen them do it. So I know it's possible and I want to try to help that. I could fail at this completely. This could not work. But we'll see. What in the hell are you two doing down here? Come on. All right, why don't you guys go upstairs and I'll be up in a little bit, okay? We'll watch a movie before you go to bed. But let me finish the show out and be serious. And you guys down here playing around aren't helping me, okay?
Play.
You're going to. Come on. Please. It's time to go upstairs. Girls, it's time to go upstairs. All right? Daddy's trying to be nice because I'm on the microphone, so don't make me be mean. Yes.
Show.
Yes, you can pick the movie tonight.
Can I put this? Can I put this chair?
No, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no, you're right, James. And I know that I can help bigger companies, but I think that at least starting out, I might try to hit some of the smaller ones and work my way up to some bigger ones. Um, I guess I'm just too honest, man. I'm just too honest, and I want to make sure that I can provide value to these people. I want to help people, and that's what it comes down to. Sorry, that's one thing that off topic that I do every night with my two daughters is we watch a movie before they go to bed. Even when they're in school, we just start a little bit earlier. And normally Wednesday nights during school, I didn't because I wouldn't get done until 9:30, a little bit later, and they're already asleep. But that's time, whether it's a half an hour, hour. We don't always finish the movie, but that's time that I get to spend with them, and it happens every night. So kind of means the world to me. I know it's important to them. So I always do it. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I feel like there's a lot of smart people out there, but I feel like a lot of coaching has gotten like snake oil, snakes in the grass, and that's not me. It never will be me. And well, thank you, Zeke. And I won't fail. I'm not a quitter. It's not something that if I set my mind to something, then I'm gonna fucking do it. And especially when people tell me I can't do something, I will do it just to prove you wrong. That's kind of always been my mentality. Um, but the other thing is, and I've done very well in my career. I'm not hurting for anything. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I am. But I have also most of my career have, bust my ass and I've made other people wealthy. And I just feel like it's a time to make some moves and do some things. And I don't want to talk about it. I want to be about it. So you're a dick, rookie. Hey, you're not wrong, Leon. With the private equity firms coming in trying to buy everybody up, and I know you are, buddy. I know. I know what you were doing. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, man. You guys all know that. I appreciate that you guys are here. A bunch of you are here every week, and you have no idea how much that means to me. So even though, like I always say, the audio pays the bills, I appreciate knowing that there's certain names that are here every week. It really does, mean the world to me. So thank you for that. And obviously, any of you that are in here, I know a lot of you aren't in the residential market, which it doesn't matter what market that you're in as far as, what side of the business you're in. If I can ever help any of you out there, please do not be afraid to email me, info at HVACuncensored.com. I'll be more than happy to get back to you. But email me, or if you know me personally, text me. Um, Sometimes I get so many messages on the different social media sites, whether it's Instagram, Messenger, TikTok. I don't see them all the time, or sometimes I don't get notified that I have a message. So email, or if you're close with me, text me, and that would be the best. You can also text the podcast phone. The number that you see, that phone just sits down here. But that is, what the hell is that number again? It should be 443-422-1000. So 443-422-1000. Um, I'll put it in here. That is the podcast phone. You're cool, Leah. I don't give my personal cell phone out to everybody only because I used to get some weirdos call me, man, and I didn't realize they were until after the fact. You are right, Sam. You are right. But to be honest, most of the time, and what I love, and just so you guys know this, and what's funny is, especially guests who they don't know about the show, it's the first time they've ever been here, and we'll be having a conversation talking about something, and you guys are talking about something totally fucking different in the chat. If you ever watch the video and you see me just sit back and laugh, or you'll see me just kind of like chuckle to myself, that's what's so fucking funny, is because I am looking over at you guys, um, and see your conversations while the guest is talking about something serious. I just find that hilarious. Gil is trying to support me if you want to. I'm actually gonna I'm in the process trying to get a software so that way I can have a number for each individual state so that you guys will always have local numbers, or it's gonna be a 1-800 number. I don't think it's as bad nowadays, but I'm gonna try to make it. It's fine. You send me pictures of your cocks. Don't get mad if I send one back. I never said it was gonna be mine. I'm just gonna send you random dick pics. It's $10. Uh, James, I've had some people, and the thing is I guess I probably got to be careful saying this, is I've had the same phone number for fucking 20 years. Um, and I've had some people reach, or actually, I'm sorry, they didn't have my phone number. Let me back up. They didn't have my phone number. But that's why, if you notice on like Facebook and a lot of those, I have where you cannot just call me. You have to be in a certain category, only because I have had some weirdos call me. And the fact that I try to be a nice person, I try to answer the phone, and I've gotten weaseled into being like, I'm getting kicked out of my house, man. Um, if you could help me pay my rent. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are we doing, man? Like, I don't know you. Like, I was trying to be nice. I knew this was going somewhere. I'm not paying your fucking rent. Um, hey, I have this idea. I would love for you to pitch it. I'm like, dude, send me an email. All right. Don't call me with this bullshit. So there's been some funny ones out there. And especially they're complete strangers, people that I've never seen in the chat. Maybe one of them. And he might come in here, but it's all right. The LED handyman. Um, Nice dude, man. He's a really nice guy, but the more I started answering his phone calls, shit got weirder and weirder. He just sent me a fucking GoFundMe and said, Gil, you need to give money to this. I was like, sure, chief. Like, go fuck yourself. Like, what are you talking about? Yes, Rookie is one of the weirdos. He calls the podcast phone knowing I don't keep this on me, and then gets mad at me like, I called you 6 times. And I'm like, not on this phone, you didn't. The hell? Get him, Jason. See? I mean, is he wrong? Nah. Scott does call the wrong phone, but we both do it to each other because we have more than one phone. Even at AHR, Scott's like this with his 47 phones, and he's like, yeah, what? All right. Yeah. The one that he has to talk on speakerphone. It's all fun and games. All fun and games. I'm a retard, not a weirdo. I don't mind talking on the phone, Leon, to be honest. But I don't mind talking on the phone if there's like a legitimate conversation to be had. But if people text me like, "What's up?" Nothing, just at work. What are you doing? Nothing, just want to say what's up. Okay. And then 10 minutes later they'll call me like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like, "I'm working, motherfucker. I just told you what I was doing." Like it's if I'm not doing anything and it's like an old friend, I don't mind bullshit and just talk about random stuff. But when I say I'm working and people call you, it's just like, what are we doing? Yeah, I have all those ladies. My wife, my mom, my daughters. Oh, you stop it, Kraus. Yeah, no, my wife is funny. Me and my wife will sit next to each other on the couch or something for an hour and a half watching a show. Won't say a fucking word to me. I'll be like, "Hey, I gotta run down to the store. I'll be right back." Okay. I get to the store and she calls me. "Hey, I was thinking, what do you think about this?" And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "We were just sitting next to each other, like literally elbows touching, and you didn't say two words to me. Now all of a sudden I leave the house and I go to a store, and now you want to have said conversation. Like, what the fuck? I don't get it." Watching the Yankees lose, good. That means my O's are winning, baby. Oreos magic. I'm not sure what you meant, James, when you say dating question mark. Yeah. Let's go, O's. Let's go, O's. Right every time you post a. Oh, that's not a duck? I thought that was a duck too. Yeah, it's crazy. Are you serious, Kraus? No shit. So some of you, if you've never been to or don't know Baltimore sports, is how we yell "oh" during the national anthem, and um, it's awesome though. It's kind of one of those things that when it happens, especially being from here, especially when it's loud. I mean, it'll give you chills. Oh, definitely Freon. I mean, I haven't been on vacation a little bit, but Canyon Yards is the best. Um, we have an awesome stadium down there. Plus, they all got like 600 something $1 million to do upgrades. There's all kind of stuff happening down there, so it's pretty awesome. Yeah. That's awesome, Kraus. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, when you go on vacation, well, that's because you eat, sleep, live, and breathe this shit, man. When we do this kind of stuff, it's what you're looking at all the time, and it's kind of hard to turn it off. Like we always say, our families get mad when you're like, I changed the system in that house. Like, oh, I've done work over there. And they're like, I don't give a fuck, you know. But especially on vacation, I remember when we were at a beach house at Ocean City. Well, we were in Delaware, but it's really Ocean City, Maryland. Um, and it's probably been 2 years, but every time we're sitting in the restaurant, I'm like, oh, look at this fucking cassette. It's a ductless cassette, Daikin. I'm like, oh, look at this thing. And my wife's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just trying to see what's up here. I was like pressing the panels up and shit. And my wife's like, Gil, sit the fuck down. I'm like, just relax. I know what I'm doing. Not to mention, I always tell my wife that, God, I love her, but she is the worst customer. She's messing with the thermostat, especially now with the S40. I have to lock her out of it through the app. Um, she'll be messing with stuff, and I'm like, "Hey, don't do that. Like that doesn't make sense. Like you don't have to set the temperature up when you get cold or whatever. Just I'm trying to think, but just different things. She always wants to mess with it, and when I try to justify and tell her the reasoning behind it, she's like, "That doesn't make sense." And I'm like, "You do realize I do this for a living, right?" No. So a lot of people don't know if face. A lot of people don't know here in Baltimore during the national anthem when you get to the certain part of the national anthem. Um, when I'm trying to make sure I get this right. So it's the what? Oh, and the rockets, red flare, bombs bursting in air, and then it's right after that part. And when they say that's when everybody yells, "Oh!" and it's loud. And anywhere around Maryland, they do it. And it started at the Oriole games, and now they do it at Ravens games, all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty wild. Yes, thank you, Neil. Gave proof through the night. I was having a brain fart trying to think of the exact part, but if the national anthem plays, it's second nature being from here. Shut your mouth, rookie. I was trying to think of the exact part where we said, "Oh, dick." Yes, thank you, Freon Leon. Yeah, I was having a brain fart trying to think of it. Oh, plus my foot fucking fell asleep. Ugh. Get him, Sam. Bust rookie's balls. Means cock jiggler. Exactly, Kraus. I know. My body just knows. Just like if you put crabs in front of me, all of a sudden I'm like, you just know how to do it. I am pretty pumped that the Orioles got sold. That new owner, Rubenstein or whatever it is, he's awesome. Walking around the stadium and stuff like that. So thank God Angeloses are out. Oh, that's funny. How old are you, Sam? You're younger, aren't you, man? I think everybody gave their age except for Sam. Purple headed yogurt slinger. Hey, Baltimore. All right. You can come here and get pit beef, some of the best seafood you'll ever have, crabs. You can catch herpes, syphilis, and leave with a heroin addiction. All right. We have plenty to give here. That's a funny thing that people come here, man, and they don't realize the harbor here is beautiful, and but you don't realize if you go just a little bit too far, you're in the hood, and that's when you don't make it back. That's the people that start walking around like, oh, I can do this shit. No, you can't. No, you can't. Yeah, weed's legal here. Yep. Yeah. See, like I guess that's why I fell in love with blue collar stuff because Baltimore is such a blue collar city. Like the same with like Pittsburgh and Cleveland, Cincinnati. It's one thing I love about the AFC North when it comes to football is they're all blue collar cities, and that's what makes them rivals. And when you look at this city, it's built on blue collar workers. Most of the city came from the steel mill that closed down, Bethlehem Steel. That's where 80% of Dundalk and all that area um, all worked until it closed down. But Baltimore is built on blue collar roots. And yes, the city is rough. There's fucking knuckleheads. Most major metropolitan cities have a problem, blue collar beltway. Um, and the city gets rough, and I was sad about, especially when the George Floyd stuff happened, or not George Floyd. When they rioted in Baltimore. I'm forgetting the name. My fucking brain's not working tonight. Um, and burning the city down and shit like that. Like that, I didn't agree with that, and a lot of dumb things happened. A dumb bunch of senseless murders. AHR is never going to go to Baltimore, and that sucks because I like AHR to be able to get away. Somebody said, "Oh, what if they did AHR in DC?" I'm like, that would suck. Yes, Freddie Gray, thanks. It was just a lot of dumb shit happened, made our city look stupid. And when they were burning down their neighborhood stores, like they're the people that live in their neighborhood. That's what I didn't get. Um, so if they were doing like corporate chains, okay, but you're burning down your neighbor's store, his legacy for his family, that blue collar person who opened the store 40 years ago and now they got nothing to go back to because you guys thought it was okay to loot it and steal from it. But that's a whole nother thing. Um, but Baltimore can be a beautiful city. There's some amazing history, rich stuff here. But there is a lot of knuckleheads, and there are some parts that I suggest that tourists don't go to because the honest truth is you won't make it out. I live here, born and raised. I'm not afraid to go anywhere in the city. I might be able to get out because I know this area, but if you don't, it's the truth. Like when people ask me, they're like, Is the wire real?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it is." To be honest with you, that really is Baltimore. But it's different when you're from here and you've been around it. But it's 100% real. Did they end up redoing? Nah, not really, Kraus. They haven't really done shit. There's some things going over there. They built some new stuff. I haven't been over there in a while, especially with the Key Bridge gone now. I haven't seen much. But I know they built some warehouses. There's a new like Amazon plant over there. Um like industrial stuff. But that's all that I noticed. I'd be lying to you. I don't go over that way that much anymore. But anyway, we've been bullshitting here at the end. And I don't know if this audio will ever go out anyway. We'll see. Um But before the end of the week, I will have a YouTube video coming out, so you guys can check that out. I'm gonna try to keep the YouTube videos anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes long tops, and we'll go from there. Just trying to be consistent with them. Yes, I'm in PG County now, so I'm from Anne Arundel. I That's where I grew up, Anne Arundel County, and I just moved to PG County. It's called Cheltenham, Upper Marlboro area, but it's nice. I just go around the other way, rookie. I just don't go across the Key Bridge. I can go through the Harbor Tunnel, Fort McHenry Tunnel. Come on, brother, you ain't got to tell me. Plus, I don't need to go over the bridge to get anything. I used to live 5 minutes from the fucking city. Pinkies up. Yeah, right. Yeah, so I used to live, so now I'm like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour from Baltimore, like to get into the heart of the city. Maybe a little bit more than that. Technically, right now I'm closer to DC where I live. But it's all right. So when Ravens games happen, going to Orioles games and stuff like that, it's not that bad. It's a 45-minute to an hour drive. And it's not that bad of a drive, too, to be honest. But yeah, I do got to start ending this. My daughter's going to be down here wondering why I'm not up there watching a movie with them. So I have an awesome guest next week, the next coming weeks. If you guys have seen them on Instagram, they are the HVAC Visionaries. It's four young guys, amazing dudes. I love what they're doing. I'm going to have them on the show one by one to hear their story and what's going on. Next week, it is going to be. Um, Next week is Mr. Garrick Torrey. He is shit. What is his name on Instagram? Hold on, shit. I'm having a brain fart. He's Maryland. I know that. And do 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 do. I think he is just Garrett, and he has a picture of a crab on there. But Garrett's going to be the one that's coming on, so that's pretty cool. Kraus, I got to get you on here, man. Four old dudes after the missionaries. Shut your mouth. Anyway, let me start closing this out. Thank you guys. I know, getting me to close it. Uh, but yeah, I am gonna start closing this thing out. Thank all you guys for being here. You know, I appreciate you, man, taking the time out of your week every Wednesday, take an hour, come here and bullshit with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. I thank you very, very much. Remember that I will. I'm gonna send you a link, Rouse, so that way you can come on, man. I was going to say, oh, this Saturday, so 10 p.m. after the Misfits, I will do the first live stream. We'll sit and just bullshit. Other people can hop in. I'll have the phone on. People can call in if you want, however you want to do it, just to be able to bullshit and just have fun. It's never going out audio. It's just about having a good time, busting each other's balls, all that kind of stuff. Get back to how it used to be in the day. I really, really enjoyed them. But that being said, I will close this out. Make sure you follow the podcast on all the social media sites. We're slowly growing. We passed 10.4 thousand followers on Instagram. So thank you to everybody that's followed me on there. Keep it going. We'll try to do a giveaway over there as well soon. I'm just trying to get my feet under me with all this new stuff. Damn, those wings are fucking me up. Let me just close this thing out. Guys, remember to be safe out there. Keep your head on a swivel. We all have somebody to make it home to. I don't care if you're driving, whatever it may be, just please, please be safe. Make sure the breaker's turned off. Be safe around metal. Wear the proper PPE. Please, please, please be safe. I do not want to hear that any of my brothers and sisters, something happened to you, were hurt, you, or God forbid, died of something that could be avoided. So please be safe. All right. Do the little things. Set yourself apart from the next guy or girl. All right. If you're going to do something, do it at 100% of your ability or don't fucking do it. Keep trying to be the best version of you, whether that is HVAC or not. Keep learning, keep getting better. All right. Help teach, give back to somebody. And I'm going to say this again is just give a shit about other people. I always use the example if you have somebody you've worked with for years, whether you're friends or not, and you notice something off about them, ask somebody, hey, are you okay? Sometimes that question could save somebody's life, or it just means the world to somebody. Just give a shit about somebody else. All right. Man, that one just hits hard. All right. Just give a shit about other people. All right. That's all that I'm saying. And give back to somebody else. Ask questions if you don't know. All right. Get one of those people to help make you better. If you're good at what you do, then help somebody else that you work with. Start off small, make an impact. Don't talk about it, fucking be about it. All right. Yeah. And with that being said, I love you, mofos, man. I'll talk at y'all next week. All right. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the HVAC Uncensored Podcast. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, or email us anytime at hvacuncensored@gmail.com. Now, get back to work. Shut this down. The views and opinions shared on the HVAC Uncensored Podcast may not necessarily be the views and opinions of our sponsors or guests.
Hey, rookie, you can kiss my ass. Hey, rookie, you can kiss my ass. Thank you to my moderators, all of you for being here. The guys in the blue, I appreciate you. Clean up on aisle 4. Oh, I found it. Hey, rookie. Just kidding. Oh.
Turn that off. Have a good night, everybody. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys Saturday night. All right. See you. I love you, rookie.